Some thoughts on what's going on in the Ukraine right now. When you look at it, it's like, okay, hey Putin, where's this Russian military might? What's your problem? You think by now you would have crushed the Ukrainian army, and you would have swooped in there a long time ago and finished the job a long time ago, and you would have taken the capital by now. What? Seems like you're having a bit of a problem. We do know that the citizens of the Ukraine have taken up arms. It's not a third world country, so the Ukraine still has, the military hardware and technology. It's kind of hard for the Russians to gain air superiority because there's still, as we see, there's like air defense systems. So yeah, a little bit difficult. But you still think that with the Russians' military might, they would have taken over by now and finished the job a long time ago. Either match or exceed what the Ukrainians have. Okay, so the Ukrainians have some defense capabilities, but what we're seeing lately is the fact that the Russian soldiers being sent in are just conscripts with no experience. So basically they're just cannon fodder using outdated equipment. They're not even using encoded radio communications, and the Ukrainians are able to intercept communications. A lot of these soldiers they're just cannon fodder using outdated equipment, and I'm pretty sure Vladimir Putin knows this. So it kind of makes you wonder, oh wait a minute, what's the plan here? Could it be it's by design? Where am I going with this? Well, here's what I'm thinking. It could be just a tactic. So you see, it's like, okay, you send in inexperienced soldiers that are just cannon fodder, outdated equipment, knowing they're going to lose. It's as if Putin is allowing them to lose the battle. And this way, Putin could, instead of blaming himself, blame the Ukrainians and more or less say, make it sound like, yeah, look how the Ukrainians are constantly putting up a fight and they don't want to submit. They don't want to stop. They want to keep up the resistance to me. Okay, so I am going to have to amp up things a little bit. So I'm kind of thinking to myself, maybe this is the plan, the failure of Putin's Russian forces is by design so that he can say, yeah, the Ukrainians keep putting up a fight, so I am going to have to up the ante here and start rolling out nuclear weapons, or put my thumb over the button and say, yeah, you better stop or I'm going to do this. So yeah, the failure is by design so that Putin can make it look like it's the Ukrainians' fault because they won't stop putting up a fight and putting up resistance. So I'm going to have to up the stakes and yeah, roll out nuclear weapons, or just keep my thumb on the button and threaten to use nuclear weapons. But why would he want to do that? Well, nobody wants to go nuclear, but he can make these threats. This is all by design so he can up the ante, make these threats so that concessions will be made. Whatever those concessions are, I don't know. But, it could be just a way to force concessions to be made. So yeah, just a thought on, hey, where's all this military might? It doesn't seem to be working. So the other thing that people are talking about is the fact that there's a good chance that Putin's own military commanders are purposely leaking information to the Ukrainians, sabotaging the battle plan, allowing the Ukrainians to win. That way it will look really, really bad on Vladimir Putin, okay? Which could end up being a mutiny in the Kremlin. That's the other theory that could be going on right now. You just never know. That way, because a lot of people aren't happy about what's going on right now, and I'm sure a lot of people in the Kremlin aren't happy about it. So yeah, if they can find a way to make Putin look bad, they could have a mutiny in the Kremlin and oust him. Especially when, when I first saw what they're sanctioning, they call them these Russian oligarchs, yeah, these Russian billionaires, when I noticed they started sanctions started leaning towards them, it's like, uh-oh, you got a real problem now, pal. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, in a way they're like mob bosses. It's like one big mafia over there, okay? Yeah, some of them are arms dealers, you know. So yeah, you got all these, you know, billionaires that are losing money. They ain't too happy about that. So they'd gladly see him get ousted. That's why I'm saying this is maybe a plan, you know, to get rid of Putin. You know, the part where purposely allow the military operations to fail to look bad on Putin, because a lot of people are pissed off at him. You know? Yeah, just some thoughts about what might be going on. Anyways, it's a nice day out here.